welcome you to our Monday night broadcast of the NBA here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Hall of Famer Doris Burke, and another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, from the sideline. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for Milwaukee. On Tuesday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. Then on Thursday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Memphis Grizzlies. Here on the 5 for the Clippers. Paul George is out there catching Beverly. Then there's Batum. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Ibaka in at center. And for the Bucks, Giannis the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo is out there with Howard. And it's Middleton in the small forward position. And every year more terrific players, George, coming into the end. How good a position do you think the league is in as far as talent?
Well, a great position, Kevin. The players arguably more skilled, more athletic than ever. Obviously, the global reach of the game means that the competition for an NBA roster spot is fiercer than ever. I mean, just sensational level of basketball. This has been so much fun.
You simply have to remember that Brook Lopez can stroke the jumper. This guy on catch and shoot is terrific.
The pass to Ibaka. Back to Beverly. Passes it to George. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Well, Paul George says, I can answer with my own big-time three-point shot. Go to work, PG.
Middleton the pass to Lopez. Holiday surveying the floor. Fires it up. That one wide left.
Boy, defense nowhere to be found, and neither was his shot at that time.
Batum trying to break loose. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
This guy is such an excellent finisher at the rim. He's got incredibly long arms and very strong hands.
Middleton the pass to Giannis. Kicks it down to Middleton. Offensive rebound, Bucks. Here's Antetokounmpo. Open jump shot off the mark. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. They lost the last time they faced the Bucks. That one in Milwaukee.
Yeah, and they got beat last time these two teams met, and really free throws were the story.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. He had a 36-point outing in the last game against the Clippers.
You know, couple that with the 4 big blocks, he was awesome on the defensive end as well.
Maybe the most highly skilled big man in our league. Giannis is also one of the most frequently fouled bigs in our game.
The Bucks shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one. The first one falls.
You know, we always talk about what a rare talent Giannis is, and it's true. Unrivaled athleticism and versatility.
Both good from the line that time. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Leonard against Middleton. Leonard dishes to Ibaka. Just 5 to shoot. Leonard kicks to George. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Well, we knew that Paul George was a long-limbed, exceptional defender coming out of Fresno. His offense, though, has been impressive from the time he has stepped between the lines on the NBA level.
Beverly with the ball. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. And the rejection by Giannis. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Looks for Holiday, gets it to him, and the basket is good.
You can see the evolution of Giannis as a passer. He's gotten good at thinking for himself and his teammates.
Now here's Beverly. Pass to Batum. He kicks it to George. 5 on the clock. Beverly wide open. Here's Leonard. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Leonard's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Kawhi Leonard, still one of the hardest working players in the league. Active on the offensive glass there.
Middleton right side. Misses the three. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first.
And what a unique career Serge Ibaka has had. Some incredible totals for him over the course of his career.
That's right, Greg. I mean, I think people would be shocked to know Serge Ibaka was the first player ever to make 500 threes and have 1,500 blocks. Hard to imagine nobody had ever accomplished that feat. Give credit to Ibaka. He changed his offense and added the three ball.
Here's Holiday after the Clippers pick up 2. Here's Giannis. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Tyronn Lue for just a minute. It didn't work out very well for them in the first meeting of the season. Coach told me they learned some valuable lessons. He said we gave up too many easy looks last game. We have to make them work harder for good shots. Our defensive rotations have to be excellent. He's not looking for a repeat of what happened the last time they saw Milwaukee. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. Pat Connaughton comes in for Chris Middleton. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Drew Holiday.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Here's Augustine and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right now.
No, we don't do that, partner.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Jackson looking around. Sweet little floater.
That was a tough shot. I mean, Jackson has practiced that, but he makes it look effortless right there.
Now here is Augustine. Here's Antetokounmpo. It's stolen by Morris. Outside Jackson. Pass to man. Kicks it to Morris. And that one, good.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Augustine against Williams. There's a minute 34 left in the first quarter. Here's Antetokounmpo. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Giannis has got 6 points.
And with his length and explosiveness, it's never a surprise to see Giannis get points on the offensive glass. Great nose for the ball.
Back to Williams. 6 on the shot clock. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Morris trying to free himself up. Zubac's no good.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Bucks. Paul George, he's checked in for Los Angeles. That one drops. He ties it up. There's 53 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. On the wing, Williams. 14 points from him the last game against the Bucks in Milwaukee. Buries it down low.
He is putting you in a bind because Lou Williams' passing ability sets up his scoring in the pick and roll.
Portis finds Antetokounmpo. 29 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Lock at 6. Portis can't get it to go.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
Here's Augustine. Well, not only is he a tremendous athlete, but Paul George is a terrific positional defender. He just uses that body so well to contest shots.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Los Angeles on top, up by 2. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. And earlier we checked in with Giannis Antetokounmpo, who had this to say about losing to the Raptors back in 2019.
I think the most important lesson that I got is that you got to finish the job. You got to get it done. But I'm just, I'm happy from all that experience that we learned. And we came back and we have a goal in our head. We're motivated.
All part of the process of achieving greatness.
Yeah, and most guys have had to go through it. MJ, LeBron, leading a team to a championship rarely happens early on.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. They've got Morris, Lou Williams out there with Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac, and it's man in at the small forward. Now here's Williams. Here's Zubac, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Zubac has got his first bucket in this one. The Bucks trail. Here's Connaughton. And the shot goes in. Connaughton's got his second basket of the night.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
And the Clippers call time here. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Chris Middleton comes in for Pat Connaughton. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Bryn Forbes. And it's Drew Holiday in for Augustine. And here's Holiday. Kawhi Leonard getting his 3 to go. Outside Holiday. Fires the three, and the three ball is good. Holiday's got the game tied up here for Milwaukee.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now, here is George. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Bucks in Milwaukee.
And the other thing, guys, he really got after it on the backboards. What a complete game for this guy.
And Paul George, Doris, kind of a late bloomer coming up in high school. His older sister used to give him the business on the blacktop. Of course, eventually, he found his stride, and the rest is history.
It took some encouraging from older sis and his high school coach, who actually had to threaten him with running suicides to get the guy to shoot more. And think about it. This guy plays his college basketball at mid-major Fresno State. That's really where he got onto the NBA radar.
Take a break. 2 shots.
Throw good, Paul George. Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in the team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. Here's Holiday. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Here's Leonard. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
When the story of Kawhi Leonard is told, it will be about the hard work being the secret of his success. Here was a guy who was not the most vaunted prospect in either high school or college. But boy, he kept his eyes on what he was after, and he kept working.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. And Doris, you were talking about Leonard's work ethic. Going back to San Diego State, he used to come in at 6:30 in the morning. No lights on in the gym, so he brought his own lamps. I mean, the guy was dedicated.
No doubt, Kevin, and that has been the through line of his career. First to practice, last to leave. He has that hunger to improve, the drive and the desire to put in the time to be great. There's a price to be paid, and he's willing to pay it.
Now here is Holiday. 5 points in the game. And Antetokounmpo. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Giannis has got 4 points in the quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
George against DiVincenzo. The shot by George, no good.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Well, it was the Clippers. Their last game, a loss to the Milwaukee Bucks. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And stolen by DiVincenzo. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And he was 73% from the line a season ago, an average number in that regard.
And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They trail by 3. They'll be off to Boston for a meeting with the Celtics after this one. And they're playing through a string of road games that will be game 5 of the 6 on the road.
Boy, that open look set up by Kawhi Leonard, that's probably the most underrated aspect of his game.
The pass to DiVincenzo. No good from outside. For Los Angeles, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. On its way from Ibaka for 2. And that one goes long. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And again, the Bucks miss. LA's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. The 3 from Leonard. Rebounded by the Bucks. Middleton left side. And it's sent back by Leonard.
Well, tremendous intimidation and shot blocking by Kawhi Leonard. How nice is that?
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
And the Clippers call time here. And Kawhi Leonard, one of the league's most dominant rebounders, Doris, from the wing position.
Board man gets paid. That was his motto from back in high school and college. It's all about hard work and earning your keep, according to Kawhi.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Pat Connaughton comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Drew Holiday. That's in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Williams.
This guy is as good a shot maker as anyone in the league. Lou Williams doing work.
Here's Middleton. That shot off. Great D that time from Leonard. For Los Angeles, they've gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Here's Mann, guarded by Augustine. 5 to shoot. Here's Leonard, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Leonard's got 7 points here in this quarter.
This is where the release point on Kawhi Leonard's jumper makes a difference. That's beautiful.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. Passes it to Middleton. Shoots over Leonard. And with the rebound.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
The Clippers trail. Mann passes to Ibaka. On the wing, Williams. Back to Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
Well, the threat to score is real when Lou Williams has the ball, but he uses that to set up his passing game.
Knocks it loose. Leonard with the steal. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Williams kicks to Leonard. Offensive rebound. Knocked away. Here's the teardrop. No good on the shot.
I'll tell you, everything went right in terms of execution. He just can't get it to go.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Clippers lead by 1. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Kawhi, you have grown so much offensively throughout your career. What's the focus of that end of the floor?
Just knocking down open shots, my ball handling, making good decisions off the pick and roll, and just try to limit my turnovers.
And you've done well so far, Kawhi. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. And load management the last few seasons, a common occurrence for Kawhi Leonard, missing about a quarter of the regular season schedule. Shaq, do you have a problem with it?
I most certainly do not. He's saving himself for the playoffs, because that's when it counts, Ernie. We're chasing titles. As a great player, that's what you're judged on. Because don't forget, up here we have 6 rings, Ernie. We are the best at what we do.
6.
Nobody has more rings than us.
Yeah. And he's had legitimate injuries. He's got to be smart about it. Throw games away. to try to win now and not win later.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
We've got second half action for you. If the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the 5 spot. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Now here's Giannis. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. Here's Holiday. Here's Antetokounmpo. Lays it up and banks it in. Antetokounmpo's got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for Milwaukee. Now here's Beverly. Dishes to Leonard. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Brook Lopez.
I love scorers who want to seek contact. Kawhi Leonard consistently in the top 20 in free throw attempts.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. First one falls for him.
An extraordinary improvement over the course of his career by Kawhi Leonard. He has now turned himself into one of the game's best, if not the best, two-way player.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And the Bucks with possession here. It's a 1-point game. Pass to Antetokounmpo. The shot by Middleton, wide open. Sinks the three-pointer. Middleton's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Holiday against Beverly. Ibaka outside. Back to Beverly. Launches it. A shot off that time. Now the Bucks take it the other way.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far. And one of the most athletic players in the league. Giannis makes those alley-oop jams look easy.
Beverly the pass to George. And George with the stuff.
Guys, we had to take flight to get to this game tonight, but here's a guy who simply takes flight and flies at will on the basketball court. I mean, it's pretty surreal to watch a guy who can elevate to that level.
The Bucks have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6. And some changes here for the Bucks. Bobby Portis comes in for Brook Lopez. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Chris Middleton. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Zubats is checked in.
One shot.
That's good from Antetokounmpo. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. And the Clippers call time here. You have to like what we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Boy, he's been relentless. And to this point, they haven't had an answer for him on the inside. Let's see if they make some adjustments coming out of the timeout.
take a look at the players who were the best on the glass a season ago. Second, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
What a season he had in the paint. I mean, his rebounding numbers really mind-boggling. Who wouldn't love to have a guy like that?
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Leonard on the wing.
Well, efficiency from the mid-range has always been a part of Kawhi Leonard's game.
Milwaukee leading by 3. It's Giannis. Oh!
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
It's stolen. Here's Holiday, and it's slammed in by Holiday.
And Holiday's nimbleness gets him to the hoop on that one. His athletic ability is off the chart.
Leonard against DiVincenzo, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Now, I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills, and tonight it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
Now, here's Zubac. And here's Beverly. 6 to shoot. George trying to break free. That's in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Beverly.
Well, Patrick Beverly making use of the floater game. So important in today's NBA, particularly at his size.
A nice shot there by Antetokounmpo.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to Zubac, to the paint. And that one's good. Leonard's got 8 here in the quarter.
Now, this is a small forward who, because he's 230 pounds, can hold his own down in the low post. That is nicely done.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. With some changes. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Bryn Forbes. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Drew Holiday. The pass to Augustine. Back to Giannis. Just 5 on the clock. The Clippers grab the miss. Here's George. That one good for 2. Now it's just a 3-point Bucks lead.
Well, you have to respect the focus of Paul George, not letting the defense alter his shot.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and Giannis throws it down.
Oh, Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Pass to Williams. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. DJ Augustine picks one up.
You think about Lou Williams and finding his way and finding himself with the Los Angeles Clippers. He's played for a fifth of the teams in the league. He always felt overlooked, underappreciated, but certainly he's found his niche here.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
Throw good, Lou Williams. Well, Doris, in the past, some regarded Lou Williams as a lackluster defender. Didn't want to lift weights. Had kind of an interesting reputation. He bounced around the league, as we know, quite a bit. He's played for a lot of different teams.
Right. I mean, think about his early association with Allen Iverson, the great Allen Iverson. He's succeeded on his own terms, right? Both of them comfortable in their own skin, able to do some amazing things on the court.
Now here's Middleton. There's 1:40 left in the third.
Boy, he cannot get anything to fall, but the teammates, boy, have they delivered.
And George kicks to Williams. Back to George. Over Middleton. They grab their own miss, and Ibaka slams it in.
I have always loved the intensity with which Serge Ibaka plays, especially on the glass. He understands how to use his length.
Now here is Augustine. Pass to Lopez. Back to Augustine. Off target from outside.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical. Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it, because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
Now here's Lopez. Milwaukee, no good that time either. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Man passes to Williams. Got it. Good job in the low post. Williams has got 4 this quarter.
Well, the floater game has always been good for Sweet Lou. That shot is unblockable.
Middleton with it. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
And really, from second-round pick to all-star, Middleton's story inspirational. Yet even now, it feels like some people continue to sleep on him.
And Augustine kicks to Middleton. And good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Milwaukee. He's at the quarter-century mark, 25 points for him in this game, as they have looked to him over and over to make things happen. Right back after this break. Head coach Mike Budenholzer is mic'd up along the sideline. Let's check it out.
Let's be the one that just plays hard. Keep playing good. Keep playing. Keep playing our game. Here we go.
Mike Budenholzer laying it down to his good team, asking a little bit more from the energy standpoint, more effort from his guys.
Yeah, and I think he sees an opportunity for them to try and make a move here. Doesn't want to let that pass by.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. A moment now to reset the lineups. Back to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Baca is out there with Batum. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Williams. And it's Morris in at the 3, the small forward. Now here is Ibaka. Here's Connaughton. He kicks it to Middleton. Batum against Augustine. No good. Great D that time from Batum. Clippers trail by 3. In the corner, it's Morris. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Here's Ibaka. Augustine grabs the board. Here's Augustine bringing it up now for the Milwaukee Bucks. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Now here's Lopez. Back to Augustine. Lopez finds Augustine. And they pick up 2. And the Bucks lead by 5.
Listen, this is not easy for a 6-footer to get his points inside, but you can see the tenacity of DJ Augustine.
Morris outside. George, that's a 2-pointer. Perfect on the shot. Swishes it through.
How good is Paul George at getting separation? He uses the screen perfectly and sticks it to the defense.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
A different look for Milwaukee. Giannis, he's checked in for Portis. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Drew Holiday in for Augustine. Kawhi Leonard is checked in for the Clippers. Patrick Beverly comes in for George. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well, Mike Budenholzer had some advice for the team during the timeout. He said, I want us to play as though we're behind. We're good when we play with urgency. We're bad when we become complacent. Don't become complacent. Let's go, guys.
Now here's Middleton. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. Pulls from the top of the key. Middleton can't get it to go.
Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage.
And Beverly kicks to Williams. Shoots from the elbow, and Lopez pulls it down.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
Back to Holiday. Pass to Middleton. Goes back up, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
One shot.
And it's the Clippers with the ball, trailing here by 8. Beverly, the pass to Ibaka. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
throw good, Ibaka.
Well, there's a length and an intensity that Serge Ibaka brings to the table. And as a solid teammate who contributes on both ends, this is a guy you want on your team.
And both free throws good for Serge Ibaka. Bucks leading by 6. Holiday dishes to Lopez. Double team on Holiday. He's looking for Lopez and finds him.
But if you give Lopez a 7-footer this much room, it's over.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Down low, here's Leonard. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
And the Clippers making a switch here. George is checked in. Bucks have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. It's good.
Really starting to attack on the interior here, showing a much more physical presence here in the second half.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that one misses. Clippers trail by 7. Leonard draws the double, taken away by Holiday. And here comes Holiday, leading the fast break. And Giannis throws it down.
And that move has become second nature for Giannis. Once he establishes position, game over.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
Present our New Balance Player of the Game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. Now George. There's the pass to Leonard. Over Middleton, and it's Leonard. That time on the assist by George. Leonard's got 24 points.
Whoa, sizzling from the field this half, and that's after a shaky start.
The Bucks working the ball around. Here's Holiday trying to get open as Lopez. The shot by Holiday, no good. And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Now here's Leonard. Giannis Giannis grabs the miss. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Williams, he's checked in for the Clippers. Clippers trail by 9. Leonard kicks to Williams. There's a minute 40 left in the 4th quarter.
This guy is the master of the mid-range. Lou Williams with the in-between game.
Bucks have gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the 4th. And they double up Giannis. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
At the line for your Bucks, Giannis Antetokounmpo. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that stretches their lead to 8. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 9-point ball game here. The Clippers running out of time. Leonard looking around. Passes it to Batum. Here's George. A beautiful reverse layup.
When near the bucket, Paul George knows what to do. This guy has such a nuanced understanding of the offense.
Antetokounmpo against Batum. Pass to Holiday. Now here's Antetokounmpo. 6 on the shot clock. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Well, how about the frame and the concentration of Serge Ibaka? What an interior finish that was.
Middleton outside. Outside Holiday. Loads it up for Giannis. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Now here's Leonard. Williams outside. It's hauled in by Giannis. Lopez kicks to Giannis. And so the Bucks take the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. But once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Giannis, you dominated the game offensively. What were you seeing out there?
No, I just want to thank my teammates that they put me in spot to help me be successful. And we just played hard. I'm happy that we got the win.
Hey, thanks for your time, man. Go be with your teammates. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.